Jake. So moving along, I know we got the Giants here coming up. I know they're working on Saquon Barkley's piece there. They got Daniel Jones locked in, and the wide receiver room is looking great. So I'm sure we just talked about it, protecting your quarterback, protecting your running back. But I got a receiver coming out of here, Jake. One of the guys we just talked about, Zay Flowers, coming in, right? And so I like Zay Flowers. Going to the Giants to have another piece to throw the football to, and I know right now they got a couple guys. You got Sterling Shepard, Jamison Crowder, but these guys, when it comes to their career and the point that they are at in their career, they're going to need some young cats to mentor. So I like a Zay Flowers to come in and support with that. And you talked about his ability. You said that his ability was similar to someone that is going to be a Hall of Famer, depending on how he acts. He hasn't been acting too great, right? In Antonio Brown, but just the way Zay Flowers can play football, Jake, it stands out on tape. We talked about that play on his tape where he's going behind the line of scrimmage and juking out people, and he's just looking elite. He's looking elite. He can do it all. He can play special teams. One of the comps I have for him also is just his big playability. It reminds me of you're like your Debo Samuels, your Stephon Diggs, where these guys are just catching the ball, their ability to make plays after their catch. I love that for Zay Flowers. So I can see him going to the Giants. And I also love your pick, too, where he went for your piece there. So, hey, Zay Flowers, he's coming off the board at some point. Long story short, he's come off the board in the first round, and I love him as well at 5'9", 182, ran a 4.42. So, hey, let's go. Zay Flowers.
Yeah, I mean, Cam, I'll just say this right now. It was between a wide receiver and a DB for me with the Giants. I think they have a playoff roster. Obviously, they were just in the playoffs. They spent all that money on Daniel Jones. To me, go out and get him a weapon. I think that makes a lot of sense. For whatever reason, I think that they're going to target it in round 2. So I went with a top 15 talent who it has fallen down boards, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets drafted higher on draft night. And, NFL teams are higher on him because the whole idea of rising up draft boards, no, my guy. They're rising up our draft boards, like the community's draft boards. We don't know what the draft boards are. It's almost, it's one of those funny things we always say. But Brian Branch, there are teams that have him listed as a corner. There are teams that have him listed as a safety. Those teams that have him listed as a corner are really interesting because he could end up being like their best corner on their board. That changes the outlook of things, right? Because you and I have top 2 corners going off the board already. But for the Giants, I think they're going to see him as a safety. And no offense to Bobby McCain, veteran guy, not a bad player, but I think you can definitely upgrade there. And I think Brian Branch is definitely an upgrade over Bobby McCain.
And Branch, and I can see him playing the slot too, Jake. I saw it, and I saw his ability playing that number 2 receiver. I'm like, ooh, you can put him down there, you can put him back, you can put him in the box. So